What's up, my collecting community? Welcome to my channel, Collecting is Fun, where I show you that collecting is fun. In this one, I'm going to be looking at a character that came out, I'm not sure when it came out. I think earlier this year, maybe, this Build-A-Wave for Blackheart. And I think a lot of people were getting these. I think this sold pretty well in some places. But I got this from Ross. I saw him, I was like, yo, I did a short on it. I was like, who is this brother Voodoo? I've seen him, and I think he was like sought after. People were looking for him. And I was like, you know what? Let me check this guy out. And then I did some research for him right then and there in the store and found out that he's actually an ally to Doctor Strange. I'm like, okay. I was thinking about maybe he was a bad guy, maybe not, I don't know. But seeing that he is an ally to Doctor Strange, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and grab him. Why not? Instead of Baron Mordo, I can have this guy. All right, Baron Mordo is, played by, in the MCU, Chiwetel Ejiofor. But at this point could be he was a good guy and then turned to a bad guy. So this one could be, I guess, the melanated good guy that's also participating in the arts, but his is more dark, Voodoo-esque, I guess, associated with Louisiana, what have you. But I like him. He looks pretty cool. I'm just going to open him up and see what kind of fun I can get with this guy. I'm not really into the magic characters, but I like to diversify my collection, and it's more than just white folks doing magic. And it looks like the MCU made Baron Mordo black, so this comic book version or this comic book character is not ethnic swap, so I'm all about that. All right, so it says Jericho Drum carries on his family legacy when he embraces his destiny to become a master of mystical powers named Brother Voodoo. And you can see from the wave, he had Vampire Storm, Moon Knight, and that guy. Of course, I kept seeing this guy, Hellstrom. And then, of course, there was the Helperine. I haven't been to Ollie's in a while. Let me check Ollie's and see what's going on, because they got some new stuff coming out. And, of course, the holiday season, so coming up pretty soon. So, that's going to be a pretty good time to find some good stuff. Here's the barcode in case you want to check him out and see where you can find him. Like I said, I got him at Ross. He was going for, I took the price off. But he was a nice low price. You have to take a look at that short to see how much I actually got him for. But he was like $5, $6, something like that. All right, we're going to open him up and see what kind of fun we can have. Let's do this. All right, here is Brother Voodoo, also sometimes known as Dr. Voodoo, Jericho Drum, out of his packaging. And he has all these accessories. And, of course, he has the leg of Blackheart. On the box, it shows you, who all you have to get to complete Blackheart. And it shows you that you can get a 7th figure. 7? Golly. They want you to spend all this money, build the figures, man. Who wanted to actually build Blackheart? Raise your hand if you're sure. Raise your hand if you actually wanted to build Blackheart. Did you want a Blackheart figure? They probably said, man, we can't sell a Blackheart figure. They probably could. Wasn't Blackheart in one of the Marvel vs. Capcom games? Blackheart could have sold. They put him in a 2-pack. Blackheart could have been, man, whatever. All right. But anyway, they put him in this one. And Wolverine comes with nobody. So they say, yeah, folks can buy Wolverine. They don't need to build a figure weight for this guy. He's going to sell by himself because he's Wolverine, right? And then these other ones, yeah, they might need a little help. You might need a little help to get this guy, so they put him in there. Yeah, I don't know. Did you complete this wave? Anybody complete this wave? Because as you can see, I got this stuff from Ross, and some stuff sold, obviously. Moon Knight sold. I don't know who this girl is. I guess people definitely wanted Dracula. This guy was definitely at Ross. I didn't see her much. I did see her a few times. Saw her, I think, in Books A Million. But I'm like, I'm good. And yeah, Wolverine, I don't think I've seen him at all in person. I don't know. Maybe I have. Anyway, you got to buy 6 figures to complete Blackheart. And if you looked at the barcode, I'll show you again. Barcode here gives you, focus, there we go. It'll let you know that this is going still for like over $20, 25, 24, something like that, depending on where you're getting it from. And apparently number 6 is the left leg of Blackheart. So if anybody is trying to complete this, I will definitely hold on to this and have it in my collection of miscellaneous pieces from Build-A-Figure waves that I did not care about completing. From Wakanda Forever to XYZ. Yeah. All right, so there's that. So let's find out who this guy is, Jericho Drum. Let's find out some more information. Apparently, he's an older character, and I do appreciate having older characters, figures being made out of older characters, folks coming in out of the woodwork. Like, I didn't know about this. I had no clue. But it says here that Jericho Drum, his first appearance was in Strange Tales 169. That was in September 1973. Nice. Going by a variety of aliases like Brother Voodoo, he specialized in voodoo and black magic, though often for the forces of good. Since becoming the Sorcerer Supreme, he uses the alias Dr. Voodoo. Drum often serves as an ally to Doctor Strange and a paranormal expert for S.H.I.E.L.D. He has also been an ally to the Avengers, though he has also been a member of the Uncanny Avengers, New Avengers, and Savage Avengers. Dude's been around for a while, 1973. That's not bad. That's some good history there. So I'm glad to have something like that. He's from Haiti. There's some other, mystic voodoo-esque magic stuff that went on with him. And he was trained by a guy named Papa Jumbo. Take a look and find out who that is. I'm not going to go through all of that. It's a whole rabbit hole with this guy. And he became a competent necromant and used his knowledge to protect the innocent. So he's an all-around good guy, even though he does the hoodoo with the voodoo. Voodoo, right? All right, so let's take a look at this figure and see what we got going on. We got a stand for power, conjuring, whatever you want to call this. Interesting stand. It's a flimsy stand too, man. Look, I don't like flimsy stands, and it's not big. Yeah, I don't get it. But anyway, we've got a item holding hand, or is it? Or is it a, I don't know what this is. Like conjuring hand or whatever. Matter of fact, I need to watch the last Conjuring movie. Fist. And here we go with the mystic, elements or effects for the casting spells or what have you. Yeah. Okay. Not for everybody. This figure is definitely not for everybody. It's definitely something I wouldn't jump on, but it's the diversity. He's an ally to Doctor Strange. If he was an enemy, I don't know, I probably would have gotten him still because you need Doctor Strange to fight somebody. As of right now, I don't have anybody other than Baron Mordo. And there you go. So you got an ally. What else can we do with this? Let's look at him and see what kind of articulation we got. This is obviously in the way. Hard cape. Not very pliable. You can take it off. Does it plug in the back? It does plug in the back. So it's like a Doctor Strange cape where it plugs in the back, but you can't take it off. Just pop his head off and take this thing off. There you go. But as you can see, his articulation is hindered by the cape or cloak, whatever. I don't know if this thing has powers or not, but yeah, I like to see him in action. Maybe we can finally see him in action in something. Maybe Marvel Zombies, maybe? For the MCU show him Marvel Zombies or something? I don't know. But if that shows up, then that means he could possibly show up in a movie. That's cool. Who could play him? Since they keep repeating folks. Nah, I can't do that. I was about to say Yaya, but Yaya's playing Wonder Man. Because he was Black Manta, but now he's Wonder Man. But they could have done him. They're going to bring in Voodoo. They could have gotten him if they're going to repeat, get the same actors for Marvel and DC. There are other folks that can play this guy, so it's not like it's necessary. He's got trigger holding fingers, it looks like. It looks like it, but it's not. What is this? Like, what are we doing with these hands? I don't know what that's about. Hold on, because there's a lot going on. It's taking your attention away. Focus is just going all over the place. What are we doing with these hands? See that? What are we doing with that? I don't know. He's got his locks. Medusa looking. No. They said Medusa had snakes in her hair, but they really didn't understand what locks were, so they called them snakes. Yeah, do your history on that. Don't at me on that one. Do your history. I mean, do your research on that. That's how they thought the Medusa had snakes in her head. Medusa was somebody from the islands. She was probably from Haiti herself. She was a black woman, and she had locks like this, and folks thought it was snakes. So they called her, you know, they said she had snakes in her head. So there you go. He's got the same thing. He's got that symbol on his head. Not sure what that's about. I guess that's the V for voodoo. Be careful with that stuff. Okay. It's got the skulls. Yeah. Not sure what that's about. Don't really typically jump on magic characters, magic using characters, but this guy is, can he fly? Like I said, I need to see this guy in action. But he's pretty cool. Got the articulations, got the swivel, the thigh swivels, can lean over that way. That's good. Back that way. So if you just take this thing off, matter of fact, let me go ahead and take that off. Pop it off. See what we got here. See how he looks without all of that. Yo, is it in there? It is in there. It's just, ooh, wow. Okay, well, there you go. He's in there. And that's how far he looks up. Looks down. Good. Yep. Let's get that focus in. The face is nice. I like the paint on the face. The faint fade of the white. Looked like he was sprayed on or whatever. Or powdered on or something. But that's nice. I like it. It's got the whole skull look to him. Not sure what that is. On his chest. But just this black look right here, you can throw on maybe Doctor Strange's cloak or someone else's cloak. But all right, he's okay. All right, let's throw some effects on him and complete this video. Put this back in there. See how easy this is going to be. Oh, yeah. I knew it. I'm going to have to pause the video for this. I can't stand it. I don't know why he has two holes. See that? What's the second hole for? I'll be back. All right, we're back. But there you go. It's in his back. It's on his shoulders. Do I need to change a handout? I do want to change some handout. Let me just get some going. So this looks like, I guess it can hold this. Slide that mug in there. It's so thin. Ugh. Ew. He's loose. He's loose. I guess maybe because I had him in a warm location, so maybe that's why he's so gummy. Beats up heating the figures. Just put him in a warm location. So there, he's like that. Let me see. We raise it up a bit. That work? I guess that's good enough. This, though, I'm not sure what to do with this, man. Like, that holds. As you can see, you see where his finger is. So that's good. I guess you can do the same thing here instead of with the right hand. And then this could just be on him doing stuff. What are these? There's a look they have to him. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Isn't that? Yo. It's like heads, skulls, or something. I don't know what this is about. Yeah, he's into that stuff. This dude would definitely be in a movie like Sinners. Michael B. Jordan and them when they were doing Voodoo. Yeah, man. So vampires could definitely be in his repertoire. Matter of fact, I probably should bring Blade out. Maybe him and Blade could work together. Let's throw a fist in here. Get rid of this. It's got one fist. Has to be on the left hand, right? Fine. Okay, let's put in a little razzmatazz, a little razzle dazzle. See if we can circle this thing out. Oh, wow. We have to pause this. We have to pause it because this thing is doing everything else except wrapping around his arm. There we go. Shoot. And so there he is. He's holding on to the magic. Instead of the music in you, he's got the magic. You got the magic in you. Don't give up. You call me Brother Voodoo. Yeah, give it to me now. Okay. And there he is. Brother Voodoo is doing his mystic hoodoo voodoo thing. What kind of pose would he be in? Just in a flying pose, most likely. But he is not going to do too much other than look like he is ready. Okay, let me bring out Blade and see how he looks next to him. Yeah, Diamond Select Blade does not look good next to this guy. He is swallowing him all the way up. Nope. Too thick, too well filled out. Yeah, he's a scrawny little dude compared to this guy. Diamond Select. I don't have the Marvel Blade. The Marvel Legends Blade. I didn't care to get him. But yeah, that's a bust on that one. Strictly Marvel Legends for this guy. Strictly Marvel Legends. Other than that, I mean, I think he looks pretty cool. He's a good addition, I guess. You know, it's a different eclectic, what would I have to say? He is a niche, a deep cut figure. Not many people talk about Brother Voodoo. Not many people talk about Strange Tales to begin with. Not many people talk about the Helverine or any of these figures or characters. No one really talks about Moon Knight. I mean, it's cool to see a good Moon Knight, especially when it's done by Reveltech. That thing looks cool. A friend of mine was like, man, you ought to get that. And I thought about it, but I'm like, I'm not really into Moonlight like that. It's one of those things where, someone recommends something, they like it, they think it's cool, and like, hey, you should do it. But you're like, it's not for me. And some people will get stuff just because other people think it's cool or they think it's a popular item. Well, it is a popular item, but they get it because it's popular and they think it's going to add to their collection. I mean, I have a Moon Knight, but I have a Dr. Knight or Mr. Knight. That's what it is, from Marvel Legends, from the MCU show. It would be kind of cool to get him, but I wasn't really interested in doing that. It was other stuff from CT and I was trying to get, and I got it. But there's Brother Voodoo, and here is, as you can see, we've got Black Widow here because he used to work with the Avengers. And Black Widow is ready to either offer him a ride or whatever they got to talk about. There's some business that they got to talk about. They need her help. I mean, they need his help. So they send Black Widow to talk to him. I don't know. Maybe white girls is his kryptonite. I don't know what it is, but Black Widow surely does have a way of recruiting folks that are hard to find. Hence, Bruce Banner. There you have it. That's my reasoning, and I'm sticking to it. All right, well, let me know what you think of this figure. Let me know what you think of this character. Did you even get him? Would you even try to? Matter of fact, let me talk about this for a minute. There was a person that commented on one of my videos asking, why do you all show us deals that hardly anybody else can get? And I have to say, look, it's nothing personal. It's just when we find these deals, we want to share it with you. And this is also sometimes when I say, actually, I'm incorporating this every time now. When I get something that's special or get something that is kind of hard to find or something that is like really cool, I say in the video at the time of this video. So at the time of this video, this day, it is September 14th. And I'm doing this video, it's around, 10:22 in my time right now, PM, but it doesn't matter. At the day of September 14th, this right here was something that I found. Now, I found this a few days ago, so give or take a few days, 3 days or so is when I found this thing at Ross. But it's been circulating for a while now. It may pop in and out of Ross. It may be in your Ross now. Like I said, holiday seasons are coming. But we like to give you these opportunities to get these deals. And if you don't have, if it's not there, look, sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just letting you know where I found it and where you could possibly find it. If not a Ross, try a Ollie's or some type of discount store if you don't want to pay full price for this guy. But he's out there. And that's it. It's just nothing personal. It's just, look, we're just trying to help you out. And if you can't get this stuff, if you don't have an Ollie's in your neighborhood, in your city, surrounding area, if you don't have a Ross in your surrounding area, do not be afraid to petition the help of your community. If you are part of any kind of collecting group on Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, whatever, Hey, look, say, listen, I don't have this store in my area. If you found 5 of these in your area, could you please help me out? I will be willing to pay you for this stuff. As a matter of fact, you remember the whole starting lineup collection that Hasbro did that failed? The basketball players, and they also had the goals. There was somebody that reached out to me and said, look, people are finding this left and right. I said, I found mine in my area. He's like, yo, could you help me out with this? I said, sure. And I went into Ollie's. I showed him all the ones that they had. I was taking pictures, actively talking to the person at the time, sending pictures of what they had. He's like, I want all of those, and I want the goals, because there was nowhere he could get those. And it was for someone else. It was like a Christmas present for his daughter or something like that. I don't know. Either way, I was able to get all the ones that he wanted, and he paid for them and the shipping, and he gave me the success story. Like, yo, she really loves it. Thank you so much. I never would have been able to do this without you and all that stuff. This is available to you. Utilize the help of your community. We are willing to help. Folks, there are a lot of folks that are willing to help to make sure you are able to save money. That's the whole reason why I'm telling you about some of these deals. So you can save money. No one should have to spend X amount of dollars or extra amounts of money when they don't have to, when there are deals available. So there it is. Nothing personal. We want you to win. I want you to win. Let me speak for myself here. I want you to win. I want the W's. I want you to have the W. I want to have the W. We can all win together in this. But anyway, that's it, man. This is Brother Voodoo, Jericho Drum, who also is known as Dr. Voodoo, who became the Sorcerer Supreme at some point in time. Hey, old school character. I like it. More and more times you find old school characters that are diverse and you didn't even know it. Just like people didn't know about the what's her name? Captain Marvel was Monica Rambeau at first. Who knew? I didn't know, but it wasn't for the MCU. I never would have found out. So this guy might show up in the MCU at some point in time. He might. Check him out. Be on the lookout for the name Jericho. If you looked at, what's that show? Ironheart. You know, they were talking about, I guess, the Strange Academy. Hey, if they ever do an Ironheart, no, they're not doing Ironheart season 2. Scrap that. But if you ever hear the name Jericho Drum, and there's magic associated with it, look out for Brother Voodoo on the come up. Have fun collecting, people, because collecting is fun. Later days.
Sing, sing, sing.